Hi everybody, this is another video from me, quite a serious one this time. It really does wind me up when you see a lot of people on social media and in general who are struggling to pay a corporate fee called the council tax. Now there's so much rubbish going on about it. If you don't pay it you get put in prison, you have to pay it. Let me tell you now, if you read the 1992 Council Tax Act, like what I have, read it a couple of times all the way through, nowhere does it say it's a legal requirement for you to pay council tax. What it actually does say is the council have the right to collect it. It's not a criminal offence to owe money, it never has been. It's not an offence to owe council tax. So there isn't a court that will deal with council tax, because if you want to get something into county court you have to go through 4 processes. County Courts Act 1984 says that you have to go through first a sworn affidavit, which is a sworn statement. You have to submit that along with the application form. Then there has to be a fee schedule that the court give you. Then there has to be an official court seal. This is not something downloaded off the internet. This is an official seal by the court. It has to have those 4 before it can come to a county court. If it doesn't, and if someone tries to pass it off to say it has come to a county court and it hasn't, and they know it hasn't, then they are, through section 12 of the County Courts Act 1984, they are scheduled to up to 7 years in prison. See, councils, gas and electric, car parking, know that they can't get them through court. So what they do is they create their own courts. They hire courtrooms and they hire court officials and they preside over their own cases. Now, a judge takes an oath to be impartial and to make the right decisions. If you're paying a judge, just like you're paying your solicitor to represent you, he's working for you in your interest, so he cannot be on his oath. So anything that a judge decides in these cases is not lawful, because the judge isn't on his oath, he's working for the council. Also, once you release a liability order, or a warrant as they like to call it, a warrant has to be signed because it's been through court. The judge is 100% clear that what is owed, or what has happened, and he or she will gladly put their name to it and say, I have authorised this. They never have them. They're always from the people who are trying to get the money off you, as in Jacobs or Bristol and Suter or Rossendales or wherever it may be. They're always from them. They're always issued themselves. They've been nowhere near a court. They go through a place called the Northampton Bulking Centre, or sometimes known as a Northampton Administration Centre. And all that is what it says on the tin. It's an administration centre. It does administer. It's got secretaries there. Nobody legally trained. It's got secretaries there that all their job is to just sign these pieces of paper and send them through. That is not a court procedure. That is not in the court of the land how court procedures work. So councils are fobbing you off. Ask them. I haven't paid mine for years because I've been asking them to give me a proper breakdown of where my council tax goes to. Only 39% of what you pay goes on your services. That's why lights have been turned off early at night. That's why grass isn't cut very regular. That's why bins are getting smaller and collections getting less frequent. That's why recycling centres and libraries are closing. Road repairs aren't being done. Not because the revenue's not coming in, because it's not being spent. We'd rather spend millions on terrorism in Syria, dropping bombs on innocent people, which is a criminal offence. So you can opt out of that and say, I don't want any part of that. But we don't want to spend the money on what matters. And this is my whole view. And nobody, and I've contacted the council at the highest level, nobody will give me a breakdown of where my money's going from, or send me a copy of the law that says I have to pay council tax. So when you don't pay it, and it's gone through this fake court. It's then passed on to a bailiff. These aren't county court bailiffs. These are debt collectors, right? They call themselves enforcement agents now, but they're debt collectors. That's all they are. The olden days, 70s and 80s, that's what we knew them as, debt collectors. What they will do is they'll come to your door and they will add exorbitant fees. I think it's something like £75 for the first one, £235 for the second one, and £310 for the third one. That's all they want. They want their fees. They couldn't give a toss whether you owe a penny or whether you owe £1 million. They want their fees. Yeah, they want their cut. That's how they work. And I see hours and hours and hours of people arguing with them online. I'm saying, the thing to do with them is do not answer the door. Yeah, they haven't got any powers of entry. Yeah, they can only come through an unlocked door or if you invite them in. None of this bullshit kicking the doors down. They cannot do it. No, especially not for council tax or not for parking fines or anything like that. Yeah, they cannot gain for. If you let them in and they do a levy and you sign that levy, they can then get a warrant to come in and get their stuff afterwards. But if you don't let them in, they have to walk away. After 3 months, they'll send it back to the council, and the council will contact you, take off all the bailiff's fees, and try and work out another way to pay it. I'm still in dispute with them. I still ask them questions. They're still not answering my questions. So I'm withholding the payments until I can get a satisfactory answer from them. But bailiffs always record them. If they come to your house, always record them, because then they have to act within their lawful, in a lawful way. They can't take anything that will impair your way of living, i.e. your cooker, your bed, your things like that, things that will make your quality of life less. Yeah, if a TV is bolted on the wall, they're not legally allowed to take that either. Yeah, so just bear that in mind as well. The only way they can get in if you let them in. If you've got a car, park it outside somebody else's house, put it in the next street, don't let them see it. You know, if you know they're going to come, ask a friend if you put it in their garage. Yeah, they've got no powers, no levy. Even if they come in and sign the sheet, don't sign it. If you don't sign it, they can't come back and collect their things later. Okay, well, this is the end of the first video. All I'm saying is lose the fear. Yeah, you council tax people, stand up, ask to see your paperwork. If there's nothing to hide, they will show you genuine paperwork authorised by a judge to say I can come in. They will give you a breakdown. They will say this and the other, but it's all you don't need to see it. You don't need to see it. In that case, then I can go to anyone's house and say I've got a warrant to come into your house. You don't need to see it, but you just need to know it's there. No, that's not how the law works. So look it up online. Keep looking at videos like this and just educate yourself, guys. Don't get struggling to pay tax that you don't need to pay. The more people that latch onto this, the more we can get rid of it and get a fairer system. Well, that's it for now, guys. Hope to speak to you later.